Good morning, Bitcoin. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, everybody. This is Dale. It's Tuesday, 1st of September. Pumping a little. We're doing some stuff. LD is smashing it. Sup, LD? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Man, I'm doing pretty well.
Did I sound
Glad
like
to be
Carlos
here.
again?
You do sound a little bit like Carlos.
It's Carlos Matos.
Wonder what that guy's doing these days.
You know, I gotta give it to him that that speech could go down as one of the most motivational, greatest speeches in human history.
Yeah,
don't know.
it's something else.
I don't know. It's early. I'm 3 cups deep right now. I know you're 4. I don't even need to ask. I don't
just started the 4th.
Let me ask you this. What kind of coffee do you make?
Oh, don't ask me that right now.
All right.
I'm drinking Folgers right now, and Crypto Nike if he's out there somewhere. Bread, if you're listening. I'm drinking your favorite Folgers, my man.
Odds are he's not listening because he doesn't listen to podcasts.
Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, this is Folgers right now. I usually have something a little bit higher class, I guess, if you could call it that.
A little saucier.
Yeah, but I don't have it right now.
And you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with Folgers.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I do too. It's fine. It gets the job done.
It does.
And in these trying times, sometimes it's all you need.
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, hipsters out there want to have their fancy coffees and look down their nose at you if you're drinking Folgers.
Mm-hmm. Crypto coffee snobs, I like to call them.
Truth.
And number 1 is Crypto Nike.
Yes.
He is a snob of all snobs. I hope you're well, buddy. How are you, LD? What have you been up to?
Oh, let's see. What have I been up to? I did some yard work today. That's always fun. It's hot as hell here in Florida.
It would be. It would be.
Yeah.
It's actually cooled down a little here in the backbone of the USA, I like to call it. Upper 70s.
Oh, I'm jealous.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, nothing like that here. Much hotter, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I tried to get some work done outside early in the morning before I sat in front of the computer and hunted for shit coins and wrote some articles and whatnot.
Yeah. So we're going to actually dive into it lately. I don't know if hopefully everybody listening follows you, but you've been, and I don't know if you necessarily tweet all your calls, and I just know this because we talk all the time, but you've been absolutely smashing it.
That's kind of you to say.
On the shitcoin plays.
I feel like I've done pretty well.
Yeah. So we're going to dive in a little later in the episode on, a high overview of your process on what we call gem hunting.
Sure.
So make sure you listen to that. I think the biggest news story yesterday was that everyone knows that Binance purchased CoinMarketCap around 4 months ago. And the 5 top executives have left the company, including the interim CEO, Carolyn Chan. Yeah. Binance is saying that they plan to replace all of them with in-house staff that they currently have, but they're going to maintain operational independence. So basically what they're going to, they'll still be their own entity, and Binance will be, Father Binance back then. So pretty interesting to me. I don't know, couldn't really find, and you probably won't find a reason why, but pretty interesting to me.
The article says that they left like on their own accord. They weren't let go or...
Yep. The original founder / CEO left once Binance bought him out.
Okay. So that guy left once they were bought out, and now these other executives have chosen to leave as well.
Yep.
That's interesting. I hope we get some details from someone.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt we will, but you never know. What do you think that sold for?
Somebody to talk, spill the beans.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, I have no
as a
idea.
news outlet, we could get crunch some numbers and get some deets.
That's crazy though. I can't say it surprises me too much, but um, it's unfortunate too. I would think tough situation for Coin Market Cap. I would think
Yeah,
to
and if
continue
you're an
function independently.
hmm and if you're an employee, just kind of wondering what's going to happen, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
So I've been doing a lot of trading on Uniswap, like we've all been doing lately.
hmm
And one thing that keeps happening to me time and again are these pending transactions.
oh, it's brutal.
Like I've had several that I'll walk away and they'll still be pending hours later. And I get frustrated. And I guess it's kind of obvious to me that they're not going to go through. So I go through the process of canceling it and speeding up the process to cancel it. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, to be honest. I'm sure I'm wasting money on the fees to do it, but it drives me crazy to see these pending transactions that,
Yeah, yeah. So
that
what I've done, and I don't know, maybe this is what you're doing also. I give it like 5 minutes, and if it hasn't gone in 5 minutes, I'll click on Uniswap. I'll click on my wallet address, and then it shows recent transactions.
Mhm.
And if you just hit clear all, it stops it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it does for me every time.
Oh, okay. I never tried that. I assumed that Clear All just cleared that list.
Yeah, but if there's one, from my understanding, and hopefully if I haven't had one go through after
Yeah.
doing that. So if I'm doing this wrong, someone can correct me. But every time I've done that, it's, because if you click that and there's one pending, it'll show it and you hit clear all and it's done.
Okay. Because I've been going through my MetaMask wallet, looking at the activity
Yeah,
and canceling the transaction that way. So
sure.
that would be great, actually, if there are listeners who know the correct process or have some tips or some
hmm
feedback to give us about that. I would love to have it because this is a problem I keep having and I don't want to have it anymore.
Yeah. So if anyone out there has the solution to this, DMLD or I on Twitter,
Yeah, please
and we
do.
will obviously give you credit and then we'll follow up on this.
Cool. And I mean, it's related to this whole problem we're having right now with high gas fees, right?
Yeah. It's, and I'm not saying that I trade with huge size, on a total potential scam play. I maybe do one ETH.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I try not to do more than five, but still, thinking of folks that have better risk management than I and are trading with, quarter or half an ETH. That's today I saw someone that got all the way up to $32.
No way.
It's just insane. Well, we tried to buy that mix pre-sale.
Oh, right.
You remember
Yeah.
that? And it
Yeah, yeah.
was like 3 ETH was the gas fee.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That whole process was insane. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I would say if there's one downfall to Ethereum, uh, in the narrative of Bitcoin versus Ethereum, I think the gas prices are. But then again, back in 17, the transaction tax or fee or whatever it's called for Bitcoin was ridiculously high too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the same problem. We're running into the same problem that we had in 2017. That's exactly right. It's just
Yeah.
more maybe in our face, I
hmm
guess, because
hmm
I feel like I'm trading a lot more on Uniswap on a daily basis than I was doing on the centralized exchanges with Bitcoin in 2017.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly looking at these fees multiple times a day. And there's a cool website. Well, I don't know if you'll call it cool or not after you check it
It's
out. It's,
depressing.
yeah, fees.wtf. And you open that up and connect to your wallet, MetaMask or one of the others, whatever you use, and it'll spit back how much money you've spent on on gas and failed transactions.
Yeah,
And
it's wild.
it really
It's
is.
depressing.
Depressing, sickening, frustrating. Um, and I feel like it's just a reminder of some of the mistakes I've made trading.
Yeah.
I could have saved some money if I hadn't tried to, if I hadn't gotten into some stupid scam type coin that I wanted to get out of quickly.
Uh-huh. The problem with this Uniswap stuff, in my opinion, is that, and again, not advice here, but you could have one mega pump and 5, 6 rug pulls and still be ahead.
Yes.
Obviously you're not going to be ahead a ton. You could be, like Flow, prime example. I got in Flow at 7 cents, ended up it like doubled within 5 minutes. So I pulled out my initial investment, and then it ended up going to like 38 cents. So I sold my moon bag, and then it ended up in the next couple of days getting to like, I don't know, $2.40.
Yeah.
And another one, and I don't even know if I just don't have the stomach to even look at this one, was Spider Finance, I think it was. Someone in a group I was in called it, I think, like at 25 cents.
Yeah.
I think were you in that group at that time?
No, I've never even heard of Spider. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, it ended up going to like $38. Oh, I'm sorry. It was like $58.
Shut up. Oh man.
Yeah, 26 freaking cents, man.
It's funny to me how easily we could, just make a boatload of cash and retire if we got in on something like that at 25 cents and just held it. Just forgot that we even had it and held it
That's
instead of
225x.
yeah. But that's not the way I operate.
You know what? And back to when we were talking about, like Cobain and the guys that were really early holding
Mhm.
through everything. Yeah, I mean, there is no doubt in my mind I'd have sold out at $10 when I got
Yeah,
to, I mean, that's still a crazy amount.
yeah. And the game that we're playing right now with so many options that are, breaking out, and
Hmm.
you want to move from one to the next because a lot of these coins have one pump and they're done.
Yeah.
And you don't really know which ones they are. You can speculate all you want, but you often don't know. So once you get your 2x or 4x or whatever you're shooting for, if you're able to get it, you want to get out of there and move on to the next thing before you're a bag holder.
Yeah, for real. That is, no one wants to, I think that's the one thing that I've learned throughout 17, 18, and 19 is that you don't want to become a community member. As you'll see a lot of people calling, one a community member, which means that they're in it for the long haul because they're so
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah.
So,
And that happened to a lot of us in 2017.
yeah. And, think of it this way is how I like to think of it is, what's wrong with a 4X? What's wrong with a 6X?
Yeah.
You know how many of those it takes to accommodate for that 100X that the odds of hitting are so low?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with the 2x, 4x, 6x,
Yeah.
6x, and I'm ecstatic, honestly, because of the way that I play with these tokens. I'm happy to achieve that and move on to something else that's about to do the exact same thing.
Right, right.
Because the threat of holding that bag once it drops just kills me these days because I remember the feeling in 2018.
Oh God. Don't do it.
Yeah, when I was that guy that had held some of these bags and I was just sick, I'm holding them and watching my portfolio, the numbers dwindle. And I am fully intent on not letting that happen to me again.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Gainsey said Here's a tweet. I just found it. I was worried I wouldn't find it. He tweeted this yesterday afternoon and said, having been in multiple coins that went 50x plus and multiple rug pulls, I can promise you this: you will never regret taking out your principal investment when something goes up 100% plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, conversely, you will massively regret not taking profits when something suddenly nukes below your entry.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more true than that.
Yeah, yeah. He nailed it.
Yeah, he
As he
did.
often
And
does.
he
Yeah.
does. And, I love Gainsey. He has always been nothing but great to me. Um, and, he tells it how it is, and a lot of people don't like him because he's so blunt with it.
Right.
But he often just spits the truth.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
He's a shitcoin extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire is right.
Speaking of shitcoins, you want to talk about some?
Yeah, tell me about
As we
your damn
should.
stable coin, because it's really pissing me off.
Yeah, you bought it the wrong time. Um, so just hold it, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna trust the plan because I'm a plan truster.
One thing I've noticed with is that it goes up 10 cents and it hangs out for a while. And then it goes up another 10 cents. So I think in the near future, you're going to see another 10-cent rise and maybe more, but
Okay.
it's going to go back up to, I guess, probably 60 cents. It's probably hovering at like 47, 48,
All right.
moving in
LD.
that little range.
Bob Laxative says it the best.
What's BL say? Tell me.
Trust the plan. I'm a plan
Trust the plan.
truster.
All right, and trust it.
And there is no one better in this space than Bob Laxative at trusting a plan.
BL is pretty great. He's a plan truster. That's right.
What have you been checking out? DFO?
DFO. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I'm not sure even how to talk about it because it's so new and I haven't absorbed it completely. But yeah, this thing DFO has certainly piqued my interest. It's not a coin. Um, it stands for Decentralized Flexible Organizations.
Okay.
And these are Ethereum projects with proprietary assets and voting tokens as programmable equities. And the first DFO is called Dfo Hub.
Huh?
And this is an on-chain DApp that facilitates creation and governance of all the other DFOs. And the token for this DApp is unfortunately called BUIDL, BUIDL. I know. Don't let it scare you away. It is depressing. It's a terrible name. But this is the governance token for the DFO Hub that allows holders to cast votes. And one of these projects might have crossed your radar over the past couple of days, called BAST, BAST.
Yes, it was pumping like mad yesterday.
Yes, exactly. And it even wicked up to $900.
Did it
yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. So it's going to 1,000 for sure, 10,000 hopefully. I've got that hopium right now.
Why wouldn't you?
If you want to take a look at that chart for yourself, the ticker is BAST, BAST. You can look it up on chartx.pro.
I was talking with Deez yesterday, and he was trying to get in, and I think it didn't wick down yesterday to like upper hundreds, lower 200s.
Yeah, so I guess maybe Saturday morning, I was up at 3:30 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm looking at these charts and whatnot, and someone had sold 100 BAST tokens, and the price dropped to $86. And it was immediately bought right back up, and it hovered at 150, 160 for a little while longer. But I think the days of 86 are behind us for a little while. Yeah.
Long gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's hovering right now, where the price is, but
well
above
because
that.
It's not before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the chart yet. Can't do it.
Well, good. So my biggest win, not my biggest win. Well, yeah, my biggest win here this week has been MTA. You
My
know,
favorite.
you'll see Messiah was tweeting about it forever.
Hmm.
Um, and I think I got in around $5, and it was, it's touched 10. So a nice little double up, but damn, it feels nice to. This is probably one of my bigger bags, and I have pulled a Bob laxative with this, and I've trust the plan.
And it's worked out for you.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I mean, I don't want to say this, but I think it's gone to $50.
I was going to ask you what you think it's going to do, and you think it's going to do 50, huh?
I don't know. That's like the Bast 1,000, which
Yeah,
that's 10,000. I think you said.
that's hopium.
Hopium at its finest.
Will you hold your meta bag to 50? Are you committed to
I
doing that?
will at $15. I'll probably trim.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just have to. You
And
just never
Messiah
know.
loves this bag, right? Messiah
Yeah, he
loves this
does.
one, I
He
think.
does.
Yeah.
So does the Ledger.
Ledger does too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, maybe I need to take another look. Ledger's my guy. If Ledger likes it, I like it.
Ledger's everybody's guy.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
There's not a more wholesome and humble man in this space than Ledger status.
So helpful.
Shout out, Ledger.
Yeah, thanks for everything, Ledger.
And another thing that's amazing me, and this, I don't know how I feel about this number, but I saw Uniswap's past 500 million in daily volume.
Whew.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
That, seeing that, and the other day we were talking about innings, and seeing that number to me just maybe makes me think we're a little further along than,
Don't think it.
I don't know.
Just don't put it out of your head. But I know exactly what you mean. It's
I
that
mean,
type
that's a
of
big
number that,
number. That's a
yeah, it
big
really
number.
is.
So, I
It's a
don't know.
big it's a big number, and we still run into people who, you know, don't use Uniswap and
Yeah.
don't know how to use it.
Yeah. It, it can be intimidating, not gonna lie. The first couple times I used it, didn't know what I was doing. Very intimidated. But now
You're
I
a
still
pro.
don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just not as intimidated.
Yeah.
All right, let's give the folks a high level overview of your gem hunting process.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how exciting it will be. I think the most important thing to do is to be present in this space and know what's happening.
Yeah.
And I say that knowing full well that I was complacent for months, and I missed several months of the DeFi activity that was happening because I was, goofing off and arguing with Cali Crypto about buffalo wings or taking pictures of tacos or something, occupying myself with other things when I should have been continuing to pay attention to what's happening. So I think it's important to be on Twitter and to be following the right people there and paying attention to the direction of the tech.
Yep.
Um, Another thing that's good to do, and it's been really helpful for me, is to um, immerse yourself in all the Telegram groups for the projects you're interested in and in groups of your online anonymous friends who are trying to do the exact same thing that you're doing. So you end up doing the research work together, which is efficient, and you get to learn from each other and hopefully share some potential wealth with each other. And that's a rewarding experience in itself. But being in the Telegram groups for your projects will teach you a lot about how that project is going to work and how the people in it communicate with each other.
Uh-huh.
It'll give you a good idea if it's going to be a scam.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like I can enter a Telegram channel and within a few minutes know whether it's going to be a scam or not.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I won't still throw some Ethereum at it, but it changes the way I approach the project on a longer term. So I think you can probably take what I've just said, boil it down to, be present, pay attention, collaborate with your peers, and share your ideas with the peers that you trust. And this is what I've been doing since I've gotten back involved in this space. And I feel like I'm uncovering some potential projects to put Ethereum into on an almost As far as what to do when you think you've found a potential gem, I would say look it up on Dex Tools.
Yep.
And check the order book. Make sure there's buys and sells both. I would ensure the liquidity is locked.
Hey, one second.
Yeah.
One thing I want to touch on with this, but make sure there's buys and sells. There is verbiage in the contracts that these developers can say only the original contract holder can sell. So that's why it's important to look at the sells. Look that they're coming from different places. Check the maker of the sell, and just make sure it's coming from different wallets.
Yeah. All important things. And browsing the contract is important.
Yeah.
If you can decipher code, if you write code, you're ahead of the game. If you're somebody like me, you've had to, ask more informed people what to look for in those contracts.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good place to start. And what I tend to do is I use Google at the very beginning to do my research for things that I'm interested in. And I usually am interested in competitors to projects that already exist. So I'll Google search terms looking for competition of Ethereum, for example, and I'll go down that rabbit hole. And that's how I end up finding things like Polkadot, which I love. I think it's very viable.
Yeah, you've been big on that for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of projects coming out that have already done well in the market, and there's more to come.
Certainly is. What is one of your favorite Telegram groups?
Well, I am in a group of close-knit guys called Gucci Gang.
Yeah.
And you are in that group, and Bully is in there, Ledger, and some other guys. And almost everyone in there I've known since 2017. We sort of came up together, and it's been a place where I can practice exactly what I explained to you as part of my process of finding a gem and talking about it. I have friends that I can trust and spit ideas with and look at charts together. And it either confirms what I'm thinking or denies it, rejects it. And because we're all friends, we can make fun of each other and talk about other things as well. And it's a great experience.
Yeah, and the thing that about Gucci Gang is there's we're all, like you said, we've all been friends since 2017. So if someone says something, we're not afraid and we don't get offended if they're like, hey, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And you need people like that.
You do. You don't
you're in
want
crypto
yes men.
and in your real life. You
do not want yes men. All right, LD, let's thank you for that. I know people are going to appreciate that.
Hope so.
So tonight for our fun and games, it could flop, and if it flops, it's totally my fault. But what we did was we found 25 tweets. And LD, maybe more than that, 30 tweets, 28. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And LD's going to read through them. And he's going to see how many he can read before laughing. Okay?
I'm pretty straight-faced, man. We'll see how this goes.
I think you're going to get through them all. If you get through like 10 or 15, I'm just going to stop you. But go ahead. Number one.
Okay.
Number one.
Xbox support. I accidentally shot a man in GTA. Are you able to see if he is okay? He was wearing a red shirt, and I shot him with a rocket launcher. Got him.
Not really funny. Not really.
That guy's dead.
Yeah, and it's a game. Famous Crab 2020. Okay, number two.
OMFG, I hate when kids scream in public. You have no real problems. It should be me screaming. Me.
I did one nose breathe on that one. Number three.
Age 15, someday I'm going to own a Ferrari. Age 20, maybe I'll get a BMW someday. Age 25, I hope someone in a Mercedes hits me in a crosswalk. That's pretty good.
That's a good one. That's the best one so far.
Yeah, I like that one.
Number four.
Wear a fanny pack during sex in case one of you gets hungry for a granola bar. That's good too.
It's good
That
advice.
makes me smile. It's great advice. You need a snack every now and then.
Yeah, you need them carbs to just help
Need
fight
some
getting you
energy.
through that.
That's right.
All right, what's up next?
I'm very laid back. I
True.
only care about two things: every person on earth and their opinion of me, the crushing psychological weight of being alive.
Damn, that's deep.
It's nothing. Garbage.
Yeah. So maybe these aren't as funny as what I think. Okay, number 6. What do you got?
Before getting married, ask your girl if she'd leave you for Zayn Malik. If she says no, well, there's no point building a marriage on lies.
I don't know who Zayn Malik is, do you?
And I don't either.
Um,
This might be the most Twitter thing ever. Random dude telling the people to go and read the Bible. No, telling the Pope to go and read the Bible.
man. All right, I'm a
You're a
quick
pull the plug, aren't you?
No, hold on here. Okay, read number 10. Okay, read number 10 and number 11. And while you do that, I'm going to scroll and try and find a funny one.
All right. Number 10, users. You're alienating the people who actually use your product. Twitter. Likes are now florps. Users. What? Twitter. Timeline goes sideways.
Stupid.
Number 11, I want to die. That's good.
Who said that,
Get it. Piers Morgan said that. In 2012, September 2nd, 2012, I wonder what was going on that day in the world where Piers Morgan says, I want to die.
Okay, go to number 17.
17. My grandma just said something racist. She's been dead for 15 years. Everyone is screaming.
21.
What's everybody's favorite bird? I'll go first. Birds are sky garbage. Fuck your favorite bird.
Got him.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's silly.
All right. That was interesting. So that's it for today. Have a good Tuesday, whatever the hell the day it is. 1st of September. Hey, you know what? Make September your month. Let's go. Right?
Let's do it. Yeah. Big month ahead.
Big month. Gotta believe. Okay. Have a good Tuesday. Make sure you subscribe and give us 5 stars if you like us. If you don't, message LD. Tell them how bad I suck. Make sure you go to Twitter. Follow us. GM_Bitcoin. Don't eat beans for breakfast. Have a good day, guys. Tip your waitress if you see one. Take care. Stay safe. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.